Samuel. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to English with Mystery Stories, the podcast where you learn English in a fun and relaxing way, through simple mystery stories. My name is Samuel, and I'm very happy you're here. Today, I have a special mystery for you. It is simple. It is easy to understand. And yes, it is a little spooky but in a fun way. Before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support really helps the show grow. Ready? Let's learn English, and solve a mystery together. Great. Let's begin. White medium star 2. Main content part 1, story, 8 minutes. Mystery part 1, the sound behind the door. Samuel. Listen carefully. Just listen. Don't worry about understanding everything. We will talk about the vocabulary after the story. Here we go. Open book story, first listening. It was a quiet evening. A young woman named Lena was staying alone in a small apartment. She had just moved in. The place was old, but it felt peaceful. At 10 p.m., she sat on her bed and read a book. Everything was calm. But then, she heard something. A soft sound. Coming from the closet door. Tap, tap, tap. Lena looked up. She felt surprised. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was the wind. She went back to reading. But after a minute. Tap, tap, tap. The sound came again. This time, louder. She slowly stood up. She walked toward the closet door. Her heart was beating fast. When she touched the door handle, the sound stopped. Silence. White medium star 3. Vocabulary breakdown, 6 minutes. Discuss vocabulary from part 1. Samuel. Okay. Great listening. Good job. Now let's talk about some easy vocabulary from this part of the story. I will say the word. I will explain it. Then you repeat. Let's do it. 1. Quiet. Meaning, no noise. Example, my house is quiet at night. Repeat, quiet. 2. Apartment. Meaning, a place where people live inside a building. Example, I live in a small apartment. Repeat, apartment. 3. Tap, tap, tap. Meaning, a light knocking sound. Example, I hear a tap sound on my window. Repeat, tap. 4. Handle. Meaning, the part you hold to open a door. Example, I turn the handle to open the door. Repeat, handle. 5. Silence. Meaning, no sound at all. Example, there is silence in the library. Repeat, silence. Heavy checkmark interactive teaching moment. Samuel. Now your turn. I will ask a simple question. You answer in your mind, or say it out loud. Question. Is your room quiet right now? Good. Nice job. Let's continue with part 2 of the mystery. White medium star 4. Part 2, story, 8 minutes. Mystery part 2. Listen again. Samuel. This time, listen, and try to catch the new details. Open book story, 2nd part. Lena slowly opened the closet door. She expected to see something inside. But the closet was empty. No boxes. No clothes. No animals. It was dark and cold inside. She touched the wall. It felt strange, like the wall was shaking a little. Then she heard something new. A voice. A soft, weak voice. It said, "Help me." Lena jumped back. Her hands were shaking. She looked at the closet again. The voice came once more. "Help me, please." She took a deep breath and said, Who is there?" But there was no answer. Only silence again. White medium star 5. Vocabulary breakdown, 6 minutes. Words from part 2. Samuel. Wow. The mystery is getting deeper. Good listening. Let's learn some new words from this section. 6. Empty. Meaning, nothing inside. Example, my cup is empty. No water. Repeat, empty. 7. Cold. Meaning, low temperature. Example, my hands are cold in winter. Repeat, cold. 8. Voice. Meaning, the sound when a person speaks. Example, I hear a voice in the hallway. Repeat, voice. 9. Weak. Meaning, not strong. Example, she spoke in a weak voice. Repeat, weak. 10. Answer. Meaning, a reply. Example, I asked a question, but there was no answer. Repeat, answer. Heavy check mark interactive check. Samuel. Let's practice with a small question. Question. If a room is empty, what is inside? Yes, nothing. Good job. Okay, ready for the final part? Let's go. White medium star 6. Part 3, story, 8 minutes. Mystery part 3. Listen one more time. Samuel. This is the last part of today's mystery. Listen carefully. Open book story, final part. The next morning, Lena decided to check the closet again. She opened the door slowly. But today, something was different. There was a small hole in the wall. A thin crack. She touched it gently. Suddenly, a small piece of paper fell out of the hole. A note. She picked it up. Her hands were shaking again. The note said, I lived here before you. I am still here. Please help me leave. Lena looked around the room. Everything was quiet again. No voice. No sound. But she felt something. Not fear. But sadness. She whispered, I will try to help you. And from deep inside the closet, very softly, she heard a final sound. A soft, thank you. Fade out. White medium star 7. Final vocabulary plus explanation, 6 minutes. Samuel. Okay. That was the full mystery. Let's review some last words. 11. Hole. Meaning, an opening. Example, there is a hole in the wall. Repeat, hole. 12. Crack. Meaning, a thin line in something broken. Example, the cup has a crack. Repeat, crack. 13. Note. Meaning, a small written message. Example, I wrote a note for my friend. Repeat, note. 14. Whisper. Meaning, speak very quietly. Example, she whispers a secret. Repeat, whisper. 15. Thank you. Meaning, showing appreciation. Example, thank you for listening today. Repeat, thank you. White medium star 8. Wrap up, 3 minutes. Review plus community question. Samuel. Great work today. You listened to a mystery. You learned new words. You repeated new phrases. And you practiced understanding English. You did amazing. I'm proud of you. Before we end, let's do a quick review. Today we learned words like quiet, empty, voice, answer, note, whisper. Good job repeating them. Now here is your community question. Backhand index pointing right. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Tell me in the comments. Use simple English. Example, the first thing I do is drink water. I will read your answers. Thank you for listening to English with Mystery Stories. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Have a calm and happy day. Bye bye.